Hi, right now I'm gonna read from the picture. I'm not gonna use any tarot cards. There are three paths that you're gonna choose from. So I see you in your path. Bye. Okay, with this one, clearly, sorry, not sorry. This is an individual that I already don't like. Like, I'm gonna be straight up. This is not individuals that try to come in to apologize. They really just want to tell you why they should not apologize, why they are not apologetic, and why it's I hate to say this, but why they this seems like a narcissist or someone who's extremely toxic or very insecure because they are telling me why it's your fault. And one thing what I noticed with this individual, they are very cold. Also right now I feel like a coldness going over me. It's an individual that I would consider pathetic. This is an individual that says sorry not sorry. Sorry not sorry. Because do you know what kind of energy this gives me? And this is like a big ass trigger warning. Okay? Big ass trigger warning. If this is some individual that you went to a party with and you got drunk, and on that same night you got assaulted, um trigger warning, um raped, in their opinion, they don't feel any regret. Because this is, especially if this is a woman, this is a woman who hates that you're pretty, hates that you're intelligent, hates that you're funny. You're basically a triple threat. For them, for you, them are, like, let's say, for you, the fact that that happened to them is more enjoyable to them than that they feel any hurt or regret over it, even though they were the person that are supposed to bring you home or needed to protect you at that day. So if this is a really abusive person that you're asking about, I really hate to tell to you, but they feel no sense of regret. They still feel anger, and their anger is mostly still to the fact of why. It sounds harsh, but why are you still alive? Like, shouldn't this trauma would have already, like, I really don't like this energy. I don't. Mm. So yeah. The thing is also with this individual, they're very black and white, but not in a way of, because I consider myself black and white, but it depends on the occasion. But this is an individual that only sees black and white. And what I mean by that is, because this is the thing, me personally, I always say things are black and white. But then if you're gonna have a conversation with me, you're gonna ask yourself, is that really black or white though? Because for me, I hate the color gray. It makes no sense. Like, okay, for me, I consider myself always black and white because I consider the gray area as nothing but negativity. And what I consider as gray is situationships, right? What I consider as gray is not to take accountability at all. What I consider as gray is acting as everyone. No, no, no. What I also consider as gray is like um acting as if it always is both people faults. even though if sometimes there's just a clear abuser and a clear victim. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, the thing is with this individual, what I mean with black and white, and they're not in gray, for them, the black and white is good and bad, and they're always on the good side, and the other person is always on the bad side. So, and not in a sense of way that, if a connection dies out or you cut it off, you cut off friendships or relationships, whatever, you're like, yeah, no, just didn't work. It's fine, because it's like, if you break off connections and because for your feeling it never works, fine. There's nothing wrong with it until you would walk around acting as if that individual absolutely did something to you, even though the only thing why it didn't work is because you guys didn't match. And the thing is with this individual, this is like an individual that even if someone tries to end the connection on a good way, they will rage bait the shit out of you. They will rage bait you. They will say like horrible things, because in their brain they really believe that they're like, it all leads to them feeling rejected. Like, if they feel rejected, they think they have this free game to say whatever the fuck they want to say to individuals. When they get rejected, even if someone tries to end it in a civil way, they will try and rage bait the shit out of that individual. They will try and spread rumors. They will try and do the whole smear campaign. Like, this is an individual that, in their opinion, they still always live in the light. This is what I find so weird, is they really believe that they are in the white and everyone is in the black, even though what they do is smear campaigns, lying on people's character. When someone tries to break it up in a normal way, they try to write like the paragraphs, not the paragraphs about telling about their emotions, no, the paragraphs about just like absolutely dragging someone through the mud, even though that individual did not fucking misuse them or abuse them. This person just said, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, it's like that type of individual. What more? So this is why, like, this is not even an individual where I would say their spirit feels sorry. They don't have like, their spirit isn't worth shit. Like, it sounds harsh, but this is not a spirit that this is like, this gives monitoring spirit within a human's body. This is what this gives. This is not a spirit. Sometimes with tarot readers that they say, yeah, but their spirit or their soul or no, their spirit are exactly the same human beings or individuals or things or masses that the human is itself within the 3D world. There's nothing different. Nothing. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep it here and enjoy. It's a little bit of a short reading, I know. This was just meant to be short. Okay? Bye. Hi, pile number 2. As you can see, I'm sitting all the way to the right, or for you when you watch it, probably to the left. I'm only gonna read the pictures. So one picture actually, and I'm gonna use no cards. And this is like a short reading, so it's a maximum of 10 minutes, okay? So one thing I've noticed with this picture immediately, this is like a straight up narc. Because the fact is like, you can change the sex. It doesn't need to be a him. It can be a woman. It can be a they. I don't care. This is someone who calculated their apology for you. So this is someone that the moment that they come, because with the other one, But number one wasn't really an apology. This person is not really gonna bring an apology, if I need to be honest. But with this individual, they will come probably and bring an apology. It's very calculated. There's nothing real sincerity behind it. This is not an individual who cares about your emotions. This is an individual that will apologize because they want to gain something from you. If it's your body, if it's your money, if it's your emotions, they want to have something from you. Especially if they didn't got something in the first time, or they couldn't get it the second time when they thought and already tried it for the second time and it did not work. They will do whatever the fuck they want for their own benefits. Okay, this is not an individual that is gonna give a sincere apology. This is someone that would ask around about you to understand how your life is right now, and would give them the most highest potential of you accepting their apology and giving them access again in your life. For most, this is most definitely has been a relationship. And for some of you, trigger warning, domestic violence relationship. So please, if you are in that, please, try to reach out to the right programs of individuals that can actually really help you. Because the last time I heard also, like in America, there is there's a company that will help you escape. And now all of a sudden, my underneighbor is extremely loud. So this is also just an individual that is extremely loud and maybe have thrown things. But when they did it, they were very sneaky with it. They really got away with a lot of things. This is also just an individual that while they give you their apology, they try to use your sensuality against you. So, for example, right, that they tell you that they apologize to you, and then within the same time span, they're gonna say something like very weird, complimented, like, I should have never thought, I apologize because I find it very, very bad what I did to you and anything, and I should have known that I cannot make a whore and a housewife. Like, do you know, like that? Like those individuals. Or eventually, when they have apologized, and especially if you don't accept their apology, out of nowhere, they're gonna say, it's very sexual based. They're gonna say something, I should have known on the base that you suck my, that do you know what I mean? It's like, it's giving very much that. Yeah, I don't really like this person. I really don't. Oh no. Do you know what I also see? I just see a face of a guy just looking at me. But there's like nothing but behind those eyes. Like, do you know, like, narc eyes or psychopath eyes? They don't have anything behind them. It's just black. Like, I can explain. That's what I'm seeing. Someone who has like a buzz cut too. Like short buzz cut. Anyways, this can even be someone you haven't spoken for a while. Like for a while. Like a while. This can even be your only abusive boyfriend that you had like way in the past. But this individual, though, I'm not really sure with this individual, because this individual, I don't really feels like through text. I have the feeling that they're see an opportunity because they see you somewhere in real life, and then out of a sudden they are gonna apologize. But I hear for some of you, you guys already have a restraining order on them. And if they don't have a restraining order on them, I would recommend you asking for that. And for some reason within this reading, I keep doing this and it hurts my head. But it's like, there's maybe something with this individual that they're always looking this. They're like always looking mad. Like always. But then again, it's like, again, this is exactly like, in my opinion, it's like observing someone, like being a predator, like analyzing. Is there more that I need to know? I hear watch out for your heart, but I don't know if it's like, if it has something to do with your heartbreak, or maybe something really was going on with your heart. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. But the only thing I want to say, if the possibility is there and you know who this is, put a restraining order on their fucking head. Okay? Yeah. Bye. Pile number 3. Here's the picture. I'm not gonna do any cards. But your pile is the only pile that I can consider this apology sincere. But this is not someone that you need to take back. This is an individual that has done too many times, has done too many things. Also, as you can read in the picture itself, the thing is with this individual, they are very apologetic, but they most definitely have tried too many things that are not really correct. And even if for some there is no infidelity in play or cheating, this is still an individual that is so extremely still searching in who they are within their life that they are incapable of really treating you correctly. Even if, because this is the thing with this individual, I really have this feeling that they really want to, but there's just something within them that will keep them do, at least for now, the exact same nonsense, the exact same bullshit. Their want to change is there, but their capability is very far behind. And what I mean with very far behind, this is an individual that if you want to be with them, you should wait 20 years. And I'm sorry, that is just not something that if someone would choose that, I cannot respect that. Because for me, it's just then you hate yourself like that much. And then in my opinion, it's also like, with an individual like that, it's I'm gonna tell you something. If you're gonna give an individual as this so much freedom to change, they won't change at all. And the thing is, their want is there, but their capability is absolutely far behind. And if you give them a space where they can take that sweet time to grow, that 20 years will change to 40 years. If you wait on them and you tell them that you wait on them and you wait on them, first, you're not going to achieve for yourself the things that you want to achieve in life. And second off, this individual will take their sweet ass fucking time. Because in their opinion, they think you will stay no matter what. This is an individual that needs to lose you, and you need to forget all about them, and really need to go in a whole different connection, having your future spouse, the love of your life, for the people that want to have children, the children, like everything for this individual to understand that they need to grow. And one thing I'm going to tell you, as long you would choose them, you haven't grown yourself. And this is most definitely with this individual, even though they are the only one from the other two bowels. Oh my god, the other two bowels. That actually sincerely feels regret. It's regret that follows with no effort to real change. Also within the writing, I've read it a little bit, but not too much, because I didn't want to make it change the way that I channeled it. It's very all over the place. Very all over the place. The things that I focused on was just, very all over the place. I didn't check like the whole message because I didn't want it, but already with the I'm sorry dot, and then I went to all the way to downstairs, and then he says, and I'm honestly mad at myself more than anything. I got this beautiful ass girl right in front of me, and I keep the rest I don't see. But it's like, this is an individual who understands they are the king of self-sabotage. The king, queen, the days of self-sabotage. So for me with this individual, yes, they are sorry. Will they reach out? 50-50. They may reach out, but if they reach out, they reached out based on passion. And what I mean with based on passion is just like they haven't thought it through. Like they're gonna word vomit, and they're gonna, this is not someone that will, you have two different ways. You have someone who out of nowhere, tells them everything about their emotions about you, and if you like them, that's a good thing. But if someone has hurted you and out of a sudden they word vomit how apologetic they are for the things they've done and is not that welcoming. At least not for me. It's not that beautiful. It's more, it gives you more of a reason, like, why now? Like, all this time and now. It also, with me, I kind of have with you as the viewer, if you're not within the group of that you want to wait on them, you are, like, actually the individual who already has moved on. And you're, like, just thinking by yourself, why now? If you are that group, you wouldn't even react to them. Honestly, you wouldn't even react to them. With you, also, I'm not sure if they are not blocked. Because I have the feeling that with this individual, for the people and individual that really have moved on from this individual, they will need to reach out to another how do you say that? Provider to be able to speak to you. So if they're blocked on WhatsApp, they're going to try SMS. If they're blocked on SMS and WhatsApp, they're going to try Instagram. If they're blocked on those two, they're going to try... Do you know what? That's what's giving. They're going to even try, like, on fucking TikTok. And also certain individuals... Do you know those individuals that send you, like, 1 cent to be able to write something in the bio. It's also giving that. But that's just, I know someone who did that too. I know a girl that happened to her by her boyfriend, who was a chronic serial cheater. She's still with him. I just know he keeps on cheating. I'm not friends with her at all whatsoever. She's like a two-faced. But I just slowly just removed myself. I was like, I'm just not even gonna start with you. You're just exhausting to me. But I just know this man will keep on continuous serial cheating on her. But he always messaged her through her bank. And in some certain case, I think some of you are her. And in my opinion, if you are desperate to the extent of hating yourself to be able to accept that, in my opinion, it's not heal yourself. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, this individual, they will try whatever they try to reach out on you. But that girl in the story, real quick, he kept sending one send and was reading all the things in his this bio, you know. So that can happen. Do I believe it's sincere? Yes. Do I believe it will help you further in life? No. Do I believe it will help you grow further in life? No. Do I believe that he will stunt your growth? Absolutely. If you accept this, yeah, absolutely. But I'm going to keep it here and see you same time next week. Bye.